Welcome back to Cardinals Daily. I'm Eddie Law, and man, we look bad on Saturday night. Just bad. Just ugly. Like, I wouldn't want to slap you with this game if I had a chance to do it. So, let's just get right into it, man. Cardinals lose to the Broncos 27-7. Nothing pretty about the Saturday's loss in Denver at all. I know, it's preseason. It's preseason, but boys, please, a little effort would be appreciated. Come on. Let's get right to it, man. Jacoby Brissett started for the Cardinals, going 6 for 8 for 57 yards and a touchdown. Then Clayton Tune came in, going 13 for 20 for 56 yards. No turnovers from the Cardinals, which, okay. But absolutely abysmal effort from the offense, who just couldn't move the ball. Just pass the sticks. Just get a first down. Pretty much ever. You'll see the evidence of that here in a moment when we talk about it. But get back to the rest of the numbers here. Mari DeMercado led all rushers with 6 carries for 15 yards. Michael Carter right behind him with 8 for 10 yards. 8 carries for 10 yards. Think about that for a second. 8 carries. They handed you the ball 8 times, and you got 10 yards out of it. Again, preseason. I get it. But you're trying to make the team, guys. And I'm talking to you, O-line. Michael Carter, he's been around for a while. He knows how to do it. Come on, second string O-line. Get it together, all right? A lot of checkdowns in this one, of course. Going with Carter actually catching 5 balls from 19 yards. Now, that Denver defense is absolutely high level, and their backups were definitely clear. They're clearly solid at worst, but still, man, we can't have that kind of little effort here. One little bright spot there on the receiving end. Simi Fehoko caught 2 balls for 21 yards. Pretty solid plays on that one. Cardinals defense didn't do a whole lot to slow the Broncos down either, putting a total of 5 tackles for a loss. 3 hits on the quarterback. It's Jarrett Stidham, guys. Jarrett Stidham. A statue outruns Jarrett Stidham, sir. Come on now. And no turnovers. We didn't force any turnovers. That's just ugly. Again, they made Jarrett Stidham look like he should be starting for someone, going 16 for 23 for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jarrett Stidham, man, come on. No, I'm not knocking Stidham, right? I'm sure there's a Stidham fan out there somewhere in Corbin, Kentucky. Probably his mom or somebody, but it's Stidham. Do you guys remember what Jarrett Stidham is known for? That man came in and relieved Tom Brady. I think it was in week 3, 2019, right? The 2019 season. It was against the Jets. The Patriots were up 30-7, going into the fourth quarter. Stidham came in and threw 2 or 3 passes total, and one of them was, I think the last one was a bad interception to Jamal Adams, who returned it for a touchdown. And Brady had to come back in and finish the game. The GOAT had to come back in because the backup screwed up so badly. The Bill Belichick was like, no, get back in there. He's gonna screw this up for us. Think about that, all right? We made that guy look like a star. Even in preseason, that's ugly. Now, all due respect, Stidham can throw the ball. He's a solid third stringer, in my opinion. Maybe a solid backup, and that's what he's gonna be on this Broncos team for sure. But he's on his third team. He's a journeyman. But man, the fact that we made him look like he should go back to Las Vegas and start for the Raiders. I mean, come on, man, damn. Get out of here with that, all right? Get out of here with that. Now, we had one bright spot here, if you can call it that. Our very own number 12. Now, who's number 12, you ask? Oh, that would be Blake Gillikin, our punter. That's right, our punter. Kicked the ball away 9 times for 478 yards. 478. Yes, that many. That's what happens when you can't move the ball and you find yourself punting that damn much. You're killing all the momentum that your team may have. Now, we didn't have very much on offense, obviously, and the defense clearly was out there a whole lot, so of course they're not going to do very much. But still, they get tired, right? Now I get punting is part of the game, right? And the offense wasn't doing enough. But that's one of those stats you really don't want. It's a big number. I'm sure Blake loves it because he gets a lot of play off of it and everything. But we cannot be doing that. Cannot be punting the ball in preseason. You should be able to move the ball, get a couple first downs at least. Give me one, man. Come on. What are we doing? All right. Big facts from the loss. Okay. Overreaction aside, it's preseason. Stars didn't play. They didn't even touch the field. Coaches Jonathan Gannon and Sean Payton both announced earlier in the week, at the start of the week, especially after that Thursday joint practice, that the starters will not be playing. But it is an ugly look for our backups and the guys that are trying to make that team. If you're trying to make this Arizona Cardinals team, come on now. We got to see some effort. Who do we see some effort for? Simi Fehoko. Looked good in preseason with those 2 catches, 21 yards. Catching a clean pass from Brissett for a score, too. He's looking solid all preseason. And, maybe one more good showing if he didn't already, get himself like a third or fourth string, maybe fifth string spot on the receiving end, receiver goes down or we go, five wide or whatever you want to do, he could be one of those guys out there. Keaton Crawford, the corner, he led the defense with 6 tackles after grabbing an interception last week. He looks like he's definitely a lock to make the roster. Will Johnson is one of the few, I think he's one of 2 starters or projected starters that actually played in this game. Got the starting nod. Had a good chase down. I forgot the tight end's name, but he had a good chase down the tight end before it was negated. But I think it was a holding call by him. Again, rookies constantly shoot themselves in the foot as they're learning, especially early on. But, so we might as well get those mistakes out during the preseason and get some coaching in before we get to week 1. But, man, that's not really a bright spot, but I like that Will's getting the run in there and getting more reps and everything. I'm sure he's asking for it because, the guy clearly wants to play, clearly wants to be a star, wants to prove everybody that he should have been one of those top 15 picks in the first round. Denzel Burke looks solid. I like Denzel Burke. Kid's got heart. And Brissett is clearly our backup. And should Kyler go down or have a really, some really rough games and JG sees a need to make a change, he should come in and fit pretty easily on the offense. Like, he's a veteran. He knows how to move the ball. He knows where to put the ball. He knows how to not make mistakes. Solid game manager. Did it with a handful of teams, including the Colts. All right, let's see what he does, right? But I don't see him touching the field this year. I'm really probably more hope than anything that Kyler gets in there and surprises a lot of people, including myself. But another shot this weekend, Saturday night, August 23rd, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard, at home, State Farm Stadium. Cardinals welcome the Las Vegas Raiders into the Valley. Not much has come out from the Cardinals in terms of whether we'll see the starters get some run or not. But with very little time before the regular season, it's going to be, it'd be nice to see something, a drive or two at least, right, from Kyler and the offense. So something to keep an eye out for these next couple of days here as rumors come out, reports come out. I'm sure, Jonathan Gannon will be in front of the media a handful of times as we get closer and closer to Saturday and find out what we should expect from this team. Hot take time, folks. A hot take of the day. My hot take of the day is a short one, literally, and that's literal. And I did see a meme this weekend. A little short guy getting arrested, and they were making people were making jokes that it was Kyler Murray getting arrested. And yeah, I get it, but he's too easy of a target. He's short and he plays Call of Duty a lot, and there goes everything, right? Anyway, ESPN published an article, I think earlier this week, I believe, or maybe last week, called Future Power Rankings. It was written by Seth Walder. He said the Arizona Cardinals, his prediction is that the Cardinals will trade Kyler Murray away before the 2027 season. I get it, right? People have been calling for Kyler's head, or really not his head, but his job here for like 2, 3, 4 seasons, somewhat now, right? NFL fans are impatient by nature, right? When you're watching the Patriots grab 6 Super Bowls, Tom Brady gets 7 himself. You're watching the Chiefs be awful for decades, and then they, now they have two titles, 3 titles, whatever it is now. You really badly want to have some success, right? Like, I was in Chicago this last week, and I got to go into United Center covering the UFC, and you got to see the banners of Chicago Bulls, 6 of them, 2 3-peats. Okay, I just want one. Just give me one banner, Cardinals, son, somebody, but especially the Cardinals. Give me one. But anyway, back to the hot take. I get the sentiment. The Cardinals will trade Kyler Murray before the 2027 season. Okay. If that happens, first of all, you got to have somebody that's willing to take on that contract. That's an awful contract you really grabbed if he doesn't perform. Because if we trade him before the 2027 season, it's because he was awful this season or not good, right? Now, maybe Monty Ossenfort goes, all right, if we get to the end of this season and Kyler has a solid season, okay, the league is up on Kyler Murray. Let's see what we can get for him, right? My thing for the impatient fans, right, which I'm starting to become one of them, to be honest with you, 7 years in, we shouldn't be waiting for him to get it anymore. He should, either he has it or he doesn't, okay? Who are you going to bring in to start, okay? There's no veteran quarterbacks going to be available, right? That was the last season before. Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson was available, or at least he was a free agent. Now, everybody knows he wanted to go back to Baltimore, okay? But you're telling me the Cardinals couldn't put in an offer to him, be like, hey, man, we'll pay you more than the Ravens are willing to pay you to come over here. And we didn't even go for it, right? There's no one like that. There's not even an Aaron Rodgers out there to bring in, right? Like a good veteran that's way too old, but can still give you a few plays here and there with a good defense like the one we're projected to have would be pretty good, right? But who are you gonna bring in? All these fans screaming, trade Kyler Murray, get rid of him. Oh, he's a bum, he's trash. For who? Who are you gonna bring in? What rookie are you gonna bring in this class coming up next year, or even the year after, that you could put money on and be like, hey, that's the guy. That's the guy for the next 10 years. Who? You know what? No one has an answer. No one ever has an answer. It's just trade Kyler Murray and everything. Look, I get it. We want to win. I want to win too. Okay? But the move has to make sense. All right? My prediction for Kyler Murray this year is that he takes a step up. Right? He finally grows up. Maybe not in height, but he finally grows up in maturity in terms of an NFL quarterback. And he gives us some plays. And with the defense projected to be what it should be, I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. I'm really hoping Kyler Murray is going to surprise a lot of people. Right? And that showing we had in week 1 of preseason was ugly in terms of the way that pick came about. I get it. That's why I want to see him against the Raiders, at least for a drive or two, just to show that he learned something from that. If you guys check out all the notes that came out of that joint practice with the Denver Broncos, looks like he improved a little bit. He got it together a little bit. Great. Let's keep on building. Let's keep on improving. Let's get ready for that week 1. All right. It's just. Come on, guys. Effort. Every game's about effort, mind you. But preseason, absolutely. Got to see some effort, especially from you backups. You guys that didn't have teams, you guys trying to make a roster, that was not going to do it at all. No way. All right, folks. That's going to do it for today's Cardinals Daily. Come back tomorrow as we get set for our last preseason game of the preseason. And breaking down rumors, reports, and more. Follow on all the socials you see down below here. Hit the subscribe button. Click that like. Leave a comment. Hit that little bell so you get notifications when the videos go up. And then new Cardinals Daily update uploads. We'll see you on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. As always, go Cardinals.